Greetings and salutations, YouTubers, and welcome to another episode of Take the Fear Out the Gear with me, Jason Bangers.
And me, Mr. Chumley Warner.
And today we're going to review a Roland R8. Hit it, Joe. Little bit of silliness there. So this is the machine we've just cleaned up in our previous video you saw. It's held up well. It's been a week now. No, it's the same day, I'm not going to lie to you. We filmed it straight afterwards because it's really hot here in the UK. It's actually nearly 30 degrees, 29 degrees out. Wow. So this thing is warmed up and ready to go, Si. So first of all, you just want to hear it, don't you? Let's just get down to it. Seeing as I'm the drummer, I should do the drumming, shouldn't I?
Yeah.
So what do we want? Let's have a shall we have a 6/8? I can't really hear it myself, so it's a bit hard. It's time for...
It's that time. Chumley Stats.
It's that time again.
It is stats time again.
Stat time. Chumley Stats, ladies and gentlemen.
This is the human rhythm composer.
Okay.
So they made this because it plays more like a human drummer because it's got things like this feel option on it and stuff, which makes it. I think it's like little variations it introduces to make it sound more like a real drummer.
Okay, it probably throws it out and the quantize a little bit.
Yeah. So let's have a go.
Yeah.
What year?
Well, I want to say 88, but I'm probably going to go 91, 92.
Probably should have stuck with 88.
Oh.
89, I think it came out
Really?
roughly. That's when it was reviewed in Sound on Sound, and this was like Roland's flagship. Or even flagship.
Flagship, that's our favourite word.
Flagship drum machine. And then there was also, just to mention, this is the R8, then they had an R5, which was like a cut down R8, slightly more affordable. So these are all ROM based. So 16-bit samples, 44.1 CD quality.
Oh, suits you, sir.
You've got 68 different instruments in here.
Suits you.
You've got 100 patterns, 10 songs, 32 note polyphony, so you can play 32 things at once.
Wow.
Which is pretty severe.
With just 10 fingers, yes.
And let's have a look. And obviously this is the R8 Mark 1. They had an R8 Mark 2 which had more sounds. So if you can pick up a Mark 2 you'll have more sounds than the 68.
Yeah, because that's just not enough sounds on there, obviously.
And talking about not enough sounds, if you wanted more sounds you could get like the ROM cards that slot in. There's a couple of slots in the back, so you could add like your 808 sounds, your jazz kit.
Yeah.
I don't know how many cards there was. There's probably about 6 to 10 cards.
Why not get the right cards? What do you want the wrong cards for?
Well, you know.
You said the wrong... Oh, ROM.
ROM.
I'm a silly Billy, aren't I?
So the ROM cards, yeah, and they're... If you can buy a machine with the some ROM cards with it, that's a good deal because the ROM cards on their own, people are asking
that's
silly money, especially for the...
Romeo Oscar Motel, ROM, in case you don't know what a ROM is. ROM, yeah?
And I think the most sought after ROM card is the dance one, which is that the 808 and the 909 sounds.
See, a lot of people struggle with our accents, see, boy.
That's right.
That's right. We do tend to put a little slant on the R's when we say ROM or wrong.
The only other thing to say, they did like a rack version, which was like the R8 in a rack with all the drum sounds in it, so that was quite a good one.
Also available in Iran.
Used by the Human League.
Which, as we know, goes...
I think that may have been New Order.
Oh, who did I say? Oh, you said Human League, didn't you?
I thought you were going to do the down, down, the down, down.
Oh, right, okay, yeah. That one.
So we ought to, let's have a guess Let's have a guess at the original price of this when it
Oh,
came out.
A lot of dollar hiring. I'm going to go £500. Higher. In 1980.
89, yeah.
Good grief, man. 700.
You're pretty close. £665.
Cool, that was an investment, wasn't it?
So it was like, this was like cutting edge
Wow.
technology. It was the flagship.
Yeah, the flagship.
We'd like to say.
That was an investment back then, man.
That was, yeah.
That's like the equivalent of a couple of grand a day, nearly, isn't it?
That was a lot of money back then.
Good grief.
Let's have a look. Let's talk about prices. How much do you reckon if you're on eBay? How much do you reckon you can get one for today?
It's a difficult one, isn't it? Because some things go up in value, some come down. If it was an 808, we know how much they are. They're thousands, so like £3,000 and then upwards. But this, I'm going to say, £150, hey? That's what I'm going to say. Even though I think it maybe should be more because of how much it was, but I'm sticking my neck out for £150.
You're reasonably close. I had a look on eBay, and they're going for around 200 to 250, maybe 300 if you got a whole load of ROM cards with them.
That was a loss on your investment then, wasn't it? I don't even think 808s were half that price, were they? When they come out?
I think they were a similar price when they came out. Yeah, they was quite expensive.
Good grief.
But I think these are, if you can get one for £200, I think they're a bargain.
That was an awesome machine.
Great sounds in them.
Especially with the human rhythm part of it.
There's a massive amount on here. And then if you look at the back, a bit like the 808, you've got separate outputs.
Yeah.
So you've got your stereo outs, your separate outs, you've got all your MIDI, and there's a whole load of stuff on the back there. It is like, with your individual outs, it's like your 808.
Yeah,
it's like
your typical back.
Fully spec'd up.
Yeah. That was Chumley Stats. That was also the Roland R8. All nicely cleaned up, probably as best as we can. This is Take the Fear Out of the Gear, and we love you so much. And this is me, Jason Banger, saying please hit the like button.
Me, Mr. Chumley Warner, saying subscribe.
And also hit the bell, and don't forget to share with your friends, please, if you can. Let's Take the Fear Out of the Gear, saying ciao for now, baby. We'll see you next week.
See you next time.